Am I the asshole for taking revenge after a false rape accusation? I, 28M, never thought I'd be in the center of such a chaotic nightmare. A few weeks ago, I was accused of something horrific. A false rape accusation by someone I once considered a friend. It all started at a party thrown by a mutual friend. The atmosphere was vibrant, everyone was drinking, and I was having a good time. I ended up flirting with Sarah, 26F, a girl I knew but wasn't particularly close to. We shared a few drinks, and it felt like there was chemistry. One thing led to another, and we ended up kissing. It was consensual, at least. That's what I thought. The next day, I received a call from my friend, who hosted the party. He was frantic, telling me that Sarah had accused me of rape. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I reached out to Sarah, hoping to clear things up, but she was defensive and claimed I had taken advantage of her while she was drunk. I tried explaining that she initiated the kiss and seemed completely aware of her actions, but she refused to listen. My life spiraled. I confided in a few close friends, and while they believed me, I felt utterly alone. Desperate to clear my name, I posted a detailed account of that night on social media, laying out my side of the story. But it backfired. While some friends supported me, others attacked me, claiming I was silencing a victim. My reputation was tarnished, and I felt like the world was closing in on me. That's when the darkness kicked in. I felt a surge of anger and betrayal. How dare she ruin my life over a lie? So, I decided to take matters into my own hands. But instead of simply defending myself, I began digging deeper into Sarah's life. Fueled by the anger of watching my life fall apart over a lie, I started plotting my revenge. First, I needed proof to turn the tables, so I spent days gathering anything that could show the truth. I combed through every text, every social media interaction, looking for inconsistencies or contradictions in her story. I even tracked down people who had been at the party that night to get their accounts of what they saw. As I dug deeper, I found something shocking. Sarah had a history of accusations that conveniently aligned with times she was seeking attention or sympathy. In 3 previous instances, she had made accusations against other guys. Each time, she'd suddenly drop the claims or change her story once things got too complicated. This pattern painted a clear picture, and I knew I could use it. With the evidence in hand, I carefully built a case. I created a document detailing her history of accusations and inconsistencies in her story about me. I collected statements from mutual friends and people who had been falsely accused by her in the past. It was a complete expose, airtight and thorough. Then I waited. I knew Sarah had been planning a big gathering with many of our mutual friends, and I saw the perfect opportunity to strike. Then came the night of her big gathering. I showed up, unannounced, with copies of everything, the document detailing her history of false accusations, statements from those she'd hurt before, and proof of her own contradictory words. I calmly handed copies to everyone at the party, watching as they absorbed the truth piece by piece. The silence in the room was chilling. Sarah's face went pale as friends she'd known for years read the evidence, the disgust and betrayal clear in their eyes. Her voice cracked as she tried to protest, to explain away her actions, but no one listened. They turned away from her one by one, muttering that she was toxic, manipulative, and worse. She was left standing alone, the weight of her own lies crushing her. After that night, her social life imploded. Friends cut ties, and whispers followed her everywhere. She lost her job, her support system, and eventually, even her family grew distant. She became a ghost in our circles, someone people only spoke about in hushed tones. I didn't go out of my way to interact with her anymore. She'd already fallen into the trap she'd set for me. Only now it was inescapable. Months passed, and I heard rumors that she had moved to another city, trying to start fresh where no one knew her past. But I'd heard she was struggling to find her footing, haunted by a reputation she couldn't shake. And as for me, I went on with my life, stronger, with the scars she'd left behind, as a reminder to never let anyone have that kind of power over me again. Now I'm left questioning myself. Was I justified in my revenge, or did I go too far? Am I the asshole for taking drastic measures after being falsely accused?